Hey everyone, it's Kate. Welcome to this All Signs. I wanted to look at this Barbault's basket. I've been checking it out and researching it, and I vacillate between Western and Vedic astrology, have for years. I wanted to take a look at this from a collective point of view. I'm doing it for each individual sign, but as I was sitting here contemplating, should I do this? I pulled out a tea leaf card and I got rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. I liked it. So I decided, let's do this all signs. We're going to be looking at what this Barbault basket is all about. I am not looking at it from an astrological standpoint. I am looking at it from an intuitive standpoint. I feel like this is an aspect that is happening for all of us in different ways, but it's happening on a collective level more than anything because all of these aspects are happening with the outer planets the most, the slowest moving planets, the generational planets. So I feel like it's happening for humanity, but of course we are a part of humanity, so we each have our own way of experiencing this. So we're going to just do a quick mini look at how this is affecting your sign. We will go through all of the zodiacs. Timestamps are below. So let's get started with Aries. Adventure and contemplation. New relationships. Messages that make you feel exceptionally good. And celebration. I think whatever's happening for you, Aries, this is going to be amazing. Three of Wands, from my perspective, is the start of a new adventure. It's an adventure that's colored with spiritual knowledge, colored with sort of a return to self-understanding, wisdom. Then we have a new relationship with the Ace of Cups that feels really good. A message coming in that was unexpected. See the little pig up there? Pig flying. If pigs could fly, that's the type of message that's coming in. Then you've got the wedding card. So this could be bringing in a new relationship, something that is just deeply soulful with the Hermit card there. Celebratory, balanced. I think this Barbault's basket is going to be setting you up for just a deeper, more adventurous kind of connection for you. And I'm just going to pull you one of the Wisdom of the Oracle cards and see what that has to say for you. And you are getting Unfinished Symphony. Interesting. A story that's not yet done. A story that keeps going on. Maybe some unfinished business from the past, something coming forward that just feels like your song. I feel like you haven't fully expressed all that you came to express. And I think this relationship that's coming in is going to be really, really good for you. Your reading for the 19th through the 31st actually had a very, very soulful relationship coming in for you. So you might want to check that out. But it seems like your song just gets more melody, more depth, just more soulfulness, more adventure, just this deepening of who you are. I feel like this is just amazingly positive. I love it. Congratulations, Aries. You are starting out this All Signs with a bang. I love that for you. Let's now move into Taurus and see what Taurus energy is for the Barbault basket. This is not something that is just, over a few days. This is kind of a reset, but it's a reset from a civilizational kind of reset, which I think is going to bring us all to a place of greater understanding of our place, a leveling of the playing field with just a reception of greater spiritual energy. Ooh, something surprising with the Tower coming in. That's going to make you feel extremely passionate and deeply nurtured and nurturing. Also sending you into some hermit mode with some wisdom. going up to the mountaintop and getting your wisdom, getting your knowledge, your spiritual knowledge, also with a call to bring that spiritual knowledge back down to humanity. And the spark of a new idea, also the cutting out of things that no longer matter. I think the Tower can do that, because Tower is all about liberation and freedom. Where there's been restrictions, people have built themselves into a tower kind of experience, and a lightning bolt, an idea, an event, something happens, and that restriction is then gone. We do have eclipses coming up in August. I will be doing monthly readings, and we'll be focusing on those 2 eclipses very deeply. But I feel like this is setting you up to receive something that's just going to feel like you have more passion, more ability to get things done. You'll feel nurtured by spirit and by others, and you'll be able to also share that nurturing with others. You also have that Hermit card, as well as Aries did too, that just brings you to deeper spiritual knowledge. And I think that is going to help you just kind of cut through the BS, get through. I think there's just this clearing that happens with you, especially with that Tower, but that clearing creates sort of a spark of a new idea, spark of a new way of thinking, a new way of seeing yourself is what's coming in with me. The King and Queen here is passionate, loving energy that it just feels super balanced. So I feel like this is going to bring you a ton of balance and make you feel really good. Let's pull a wisdom of the Oracle for you, Taurus, and see how you are vibing with all of this. What the wisdom of the Oracle card would like to say to you. To be fair, what did I say? I felt like this was bringing in yin-yang balance. And we've got to be fair, which is like a balanced card. It's both people, if this is about a relationship that is coming together or even falling apart, it's a fair, it balances things, brings everything to the even playing field. So I feel like you're just really coming into balance with this basket and what it is doing for you individually. And it's doing so in sort of a deep way because it's affecting humanity on such a generational level. It is affecting you on a lifelong level. You really get an understanding of who you are, how you express yourself in the world. And I just see you getting much more freedom and balance from this. And it's going to spark something that's just going to be like, you know what? I know where I'm going. I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. And you're doing so from just a really balanced, beautiful place. That's awesome. Congratulations, Taurus. You got another exceptionally great read. And now we are going into Gemini energy. Gemini, the Barbault's basket. Let's see what it is bringing for you as a collective and individually. And let's go. We're just doing quick readings here. King of Wands, that just came out for Taurus as well. And you're getting Six of Pentacles, a balancing of finances. Taurus also had a message of balance too. And Ace of Pentacles, a gift of money coming in, start of a new financial journey, and deep emotional, just depth of emotion. This can be confusion, but I see the moon as depth of understanding your emotional self, intuition. It can be confusion though, but I'm not seeing confusion with anything else. So I would just go into your intuition because your intuition is going to be really strong. And then the establishment of some very strong foundations. The Seven of Pentacles is always, people talk about it as, you know, is this worth it? Is this thing ever going to grow? But look at the root system on this particular card, and you see the root system is really, really strong. You've planted some pentacles, and things are really strong. And with a little attention and focus, I think you can grow something that is very meaningful. And I think it has to do with your finances and your security. You also have so much passion here with the King of Wands. This is someone who knows who he is. He knows what he wants to get done and passionate about the work he came here to do. When you take passion and you put it in with a financial investment, financial gifts, all of that, and deep knowing, you get this Seven of Pentacles with a really strong foundation. something that does have so much potential. Let's see what the wisdom of the oracle would like to say to you. And you are getting new life. Beautiful. Let's put that next to the money. What do you think? I think the new life you're going to experience of your tangible things. Pentacles are all about your stuff. It's about your money. It's about your car, your house, your pantry, your things, the things that give you comfort, your accoutrements. You're creating a foundation for a really passionate, financially successful, emotionally rewarding, and intuitive foundation. That's what I'm really seeing with this. Beautiful. I love it. All right, let's move into Cancer and see what the Barbault's basket is doing for you, Cancer. See what kind of energies are coming forward. Cancer, you have had so much just really good energy coming forth in many of the readings. I hope that all of that is coming to fruition for you and you're allowing it all in. The universe is always wanting to give us more. It's usually us restricting the flow of the abundance of all that is. But this is a generational thing. This is happening for all of us. It is happening for humanity. But of course, we are a part of humanity. We are a fractal of all that is. We have all of the power that all that is has, and we have it as a personal embodiment. So we are affected by what happens with the larger whole because we are a fractal. Oh my gosh. Cancer, 10 of Pentacles, having it all, leaving a legacy. 5 of Pentacles, interesting. I mean, the 5 of Pentacles is change. It is feeling like you don't have anything, but then realizing that the key is right behind you. 9 of Pentacles, financial independence. The Empress. Oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful Cancer, once again, coming in with amazing energy. Well, I mean, you're going from 10 of Pentacles to 9 of Pentacles. If you have had any financial worries whatsoever, your worrying self is flanked by having it all, leaving a legacy and financial independence. And then we get the Empress, who is birthing a whole new financially abundant world for herself. I mean, if I was going to order these cards, this trumps everything. The Empress has it all and can make more. She goes into her garden, waves her magic wand, and whatever she wants to grow, grows. Rain shows up magically. Magic happens, and she's birthing a whole new life. And I think it's going to be a very financially prosperous life. I feel like these almost cancel out the worries. The worries are gone. But this is a card of change, of a realization of how we exist on this planet. I think this is absolutely beautiful. I mean, this is 10 of Pentacles having it all. Look how happy everyone is. Even the dog is smiling. Everybody's happy. This is you being able to take care of your family, take care of yourself, leave a legacy for your family. This is having it all. It's beautiful. And that's the first card that's coming in for you. And then we've got the 9 of Pentacles of financial abundance. This is the 9. This is not the 10. She's aware that she's got a lot and she's feeling very grateful for everything that she has. But she also realizes that there's one thing more. And then in comes the Empress, like, I can make that happen. So there's one thing that's missing, but it's coming in. And then you get the 4 of Wands. This is the marriage card. This is a celebration. This is balance, 11-11. This is such a beautiful card. I could see you kind of solving a financial difficulty that creates a new life with a partner, a new baby coming in perhaps. I just see so much good stuff here. Maybe a little uncertainty of just like, oh, what's all this about? Of not really fully being certain about it. But the money's there. Money's there. Money's there. Money's there. Abundance and having everything is there. And celebration is here. Whatever's happening with this basket, just hold your basket open and melons are going to drop in it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful reading. I don't see any negatives here at all. Not a one. And people say, oh, well, Five of Pentacles is financial worries. But the money's there, and the money's here, and the money's here, and I don't see it as worries. You might have a blip of a worry, but it's going to be solved super fast. Super, super fast. Chop wood. So you're still working. This is making sure you do the work. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. It just means that there's still some work to be done. Still some things that you'll need to do, even though you have all of this abundance. I don't think you want to stop working. I think there's still some things that you want to do. But maybe whatever is happening here is going to open some doors so that you are working on the things that empower you, give you this sense of celebration, a sense of abundance. I mean, if you are having a baby as a part of all of this, wouldn't that be cool to have a baby with the Barbault basket right in their birth chart? That'd be crazy. Babies are a lot of work. Having gone through it, they are a lot of work. But it's good work. It's worth it work. It is lifetime of work, but it is so worth it. And it is so wonderful and supportive and empowering. All right, let's go into Leo now and see what the Barbault's basket. Well, look at that, Leo. My shuffling is working in your favor because you just got the sun peeking out. And of course, Leo is ruled by the sun. So maybe you are coming home to yourself. Of course, as I mentioned for the other signs, the Barbault's basket affects all of humanity with this configuration, which is super interesting and very, very supportive. And messages coming in. You're the only one so far that I've dropped all the cards for, so I don't know what that means. You can take that as it resonates for you. But everybody else is getting really positive readings. So maybe a little disorganization is working out in your favor. Four of Wands, that has come out quite a few times for other signs. And I'm only to sign number 5, so interesting. There's a lot of celebratory energy here. And there is the Magician. Magical celebration and creating something, creating anything you want. Having all of the pentacles and the wands and the swords and the cups, having everything that you need at your disposal to create whatever it is that you want. Beautiful. A little bit of complacency, but this can also mean taking a break. There's a gift of another cup and you're like, do I really even want that? Kind of meh about certain things, but it also can be just taking a break. Next, we get the Star card. Star is wish fulfillment, getting something that you want, taking that dream that seems like it's just a star up in the sky and bringing it down to earth. It is also a card of healing. So when you're taking a break, that is a time of healing. When people are like trying, let's go out and, hey, Leo, let's go have this party. Let's go do this thing. And you're like, I'm just going to stay home this Friday night. That's this kind of energy. People offering you a good time and you're just like, I just want to be home alone tonight. That is very, very healing. And then this is a card that comes after the Tower. And so if you have a Tower moment, you take a break, you recalibrate, you set your wishes, and you have a clean slate because the Tower is gone. So you have some freedom and flexibility, removal of limitations. So this is a card of healing as well. So healing comes with rest. That's really, really positive. And then you are getting the Six of Wands, which is celebration for an achievement. So you have cards of celebration bookending this reading. You have 2 cards of magical manifestation and 1 card of rest. I love how this flows together. This is you in the center, right? This is you taking a rest, and you have magic all around you and celebration energy all around you. Now, this could be people inviting you to a wedding, and you're looking over at it like, I'll send a check, but I really just don't want to sit through a wedding today, that type of thing. So it could be something as minor as that, but I just feel like there's really, really positive, supportive energy around you. This is celebration for an achievement, something that you've done, and you're getting attention for something you have achieved. You've worked hard at something, and then you get an achievement. You get recognition. This is also a card of recognition, of the star, you're the star of the show type of thing. So lots of magical energy as well as healing energy. So you may have gone through a lot of hard times and you need a little break and you need just to take a step back. And so you might be going into a period that's a little more restful because magic is happening around you to support you, and just good times. I see nothing but good times. This is really positive, and you are getting milk and honey. That's not just about sustenance. This is about opulence. It's about having milk and honey. It's having the sweetness of life, the ambrosia of the gods. So I feel like this basket might be arriving in your chart in a way that it is bringing bounty to you. It is bringing magic. It is bringing celebration and rest. Sign me up. That is just beautiful. All right, Virgo, let's move into your energy now and see what the Barbault's basket is doing for you. See what it's opening up for you. I am a Virgo rising, so I am hoping that all of this good energy that's showing up for everybody else, you're sign number 6, and so right in the middle, and everybody before you. My nose is itching. What does that mean? Itchy nose and something flying into my window as I'm recording this again. That happened to me a couple of weeks ago when I was doing an all signs and bird flew into the window. Spirit has a message here for us. All right, let's see what energy we have for Virgo. Whoa. Well then, we are going through a rebirth with this. Pretty fast rebirth and a successful conclusion. And I think that's going to throw us into feeling a little unsteady because this is a major change. This is fast changes that move to a successful conclusion, and this is a rebirth into a whole new life. And then the Page of Swords is like apprentice energy and investigation. So I think this is going to drive us into a place where we're like, I know nothing about living like this. So you're going to go talk to your AI tool. You are going to go spend some time researching. You are going to learn what it takes to be the new Virgo. Another card of completion with the World card, and this is successful conclusion as well. Successful conclusion of the Fool's journey and an ending. So something, I think, honestly, being a Virgo rising, let me just tell you a story. 5 years. It has been 5 years, half of a decade of me doing a hard thing, a really, really hard thing. And I have been feeling more and more done with it. And I'm okay with this. I don't know what my life looks like after the hard time is over. I really don't. But I feel like the ending of the hard time is coming. So I'm okay with all of this. And I will do all the research I need to do in order to have my new life, because I'm ready for something new and I'm ready for more freedom, flexibility, quick movement. I am ready to start a new journey. So I am ready for the ending of decades worth of energy. So I don't know if that is applicable to you. Drop it in the comments. I would love to know. And we are getting the Judgment card. Spirit lifting up. I mean, if you look at the card right there, Spirit lifting up. This is the second to the last card of the major arcana. It is also a card of conclusion, but it's kind of like you're at the 22nd mile of a marathon and you get that second wind, but it's not necessarily your wind. It's Spirit raising you up. Spirit solving problems for you that you didn't even know that you had. Spirit stepping in and saying, "Oh, I like your mad libs here that you've written. Let me fill in the rest of the words for you." Spirit taking care of you. I feel like there's some kind of divine intervention that is coming in, and it may be associated with these endings, but there's some kind of divinely inspired change that is happening, and your outcome of that change is, I wonder, what's this going to be all about, my new life? What is this? And it's going to put you into an investigation phase. But honestly, I don't think you mind that all too much. I think you really, really like that. And then we are getting the Deep Knowing card. I think spiritually at a deep, deep level, you know what this ending is all about for you, and you know what the next chapter is going to look like. But this is going to be a swift, successful, the Eight of Wands and the world is about success, and Judgment is about Spirit putting a bow on it for you. This is rebirth. This is like waking up the next morning after something and just like, wow, this is my life now. How did I get here? And I think spending time in meditation, spending time connected to Spirit, getting your deep knowing about what it is that you want. And honestly, I'm just going to say the Page of Swords is going to be a card of like writing it down. Writing it down. As you figure it out, write it down in a notebook, in your AI tool, wherever. Like, write some things down about what does your life look like when all of this happens. Because big changes. Big changes. Generational, life-defining changes. Climax of the plot kind of changes. I'm ready for it. I hope you are too, Virgo. If you're ready for it, just claim it down below. Just say, I claim my new life, because it's time for your new life. I'm so excited for you. I'm excited for me too. I'm ready for a new life because, yeah, woo, that's flying out. But I haven't announced the next sign, so it doesn't belong to anybody. There is always heartbreak with change, because there's always something that has to leave in order for your new life to show up. All right, we are moving now into Libra. Libra, this is your Barbault basket. Let's see what kind of generational life-affirming change is coming for you. That's falling out. Eight of Wands, it came out for Virgo, so if you have Virgo placements, go take a look at that. But we are going to get fresh, nice cards for you. I will shuffle a little slower and pay more attention to what I'm doing. See if that helps. Libra, there's you. The Justice card, that's the Libra card coming into your own. That's kind of beautiful. And a proposal from Mr. Wonderful with his red roses and his white horse coming in to save the day. Uh-oh, I guess it really did want to come out. Something heartbreaking. We will talk about it. Hanged Man, new perspectives. And the Moon, deep intuition. All right, let's talk through this, especially when that guy's coming out right in the middle. Justice is you. Justice is balance. Justice is win-win-win for everybody involved. Should pick up the card and show you. It is balance. It is you. This is your card. And for this to come out, it's showing up as yourself in the reading, and it adds more power to it. Then we have Mr. Wonderful here, the Knight of Cups. This is a proposal. It could be a marriage proposal. It could be a business proposal. It's just somebody who loves you and wants to help you on whatever journey you're on. This is assistance. This could be spiritual assistance. Maybe they want to help you with something that is a little heartbreaking, because the Three of Swords is a heartbreaking situation that is beyond your control. This came out a lot when I was doing readings when my mother passed away. I'm not saying anyone's passing away, but maybe somebody is. I don't know. You know your life and you know your experience better than me. But some kind of heartbreaking situation that's beyond your control. I couldn't fix my mom's health problems. It was a blessing that she passed, because now she is free. But boy, I miss her, and it's just discombobulating because the book is closed. Her life is done. My story of my mom is now done, and it's just heartbreaking and discombobulating. It doesn't destroy me, but it's something, it's like this undercurrent of, man, I'm never going to talk to my mom again. And it's heartbreaking. It's just something beyond my control, but I'm so happy that she's free. That kind of thing. That is the Three of Swords. Something you have no control over, but your heart needs to be taken care of. Luckily, you have someone who wants to take care of you, and you are in your strength. I think whatever's happening, though, is going to bring you new perspectives if you take care of yourself. If you take a break, stop moving, stop doing things, spend time in go to a different coffee shop, take a different way to the grocery store or the gym. Just give yourself a different perspective so you can get the enlightenment, because Spirit is always there to support you. It's not just the Knight of Cups guy or person, whoever this person is who loves you and wants to support you. It's not just that person. I think Barbault's basket is bringing into you a knowledge that spirit, the moon can be confusion, but it's also deep spiritual knowledge. It is connecting to the other side. And if you are losing someone, if someone in your family is passing, they become another angel for you. Deep spiritual connection. You are going to understand yourself in the larger scheme of things from whatever change is happening with the Barbault's basket. I don't think that this is going to be devastating. Maybe it will be. It's up to you. If it is, I am so sorry. But I feel like whatever is happening is going to give you a perspective of your life with the Hanged Man, a perspective of your life you've never had before. And you're going to understand yourself in a whole new way. And you're getting the mending card. So this is going to be a time of healing for you. Whatever's going on, you will be able to mend this with the support of spirit, with the support of really claiming your power, with the support of the people who love you. Whatever this is a healing journey for you. So I don't think the basket itself is doing anything, but it is triggering a time of healing for you. And that is ultimately the gift that is coming in for you. All right, let's move on to Scorpio. Definitely check your sun, your moon, your rising. I have been looking at this from my sun and my moon as well as my rising. And honestly, I never really feel like my sun is accurate when I'm looking at things, but for the Barbault's basket, when I looked at it with my chart, it totally was accurate. I was like, yep, this is affecting my sun. I have an Aquarius sun, I have an Aquarius Venus, I have an Aquarius Mercury, and that's where in the Western system, that's where Pluto is right now. And so I am being triggered by this at a very deep lifetime type of level. And I think my mom's passing was part of that. All right, we are going into Scorpio energy right now. And if you need your chart, whether you want a Vedic chart or a Western chart, however you are comfortable at looking at things, whatever way makes the most sense for you. Vedic always makes more sense for me, but I do look at things from a Western standpoint as well because I'm a Virgo and that's what I do. I'm a Virgo rising, and so that's what I do. And I've got all my Aquarius stuff in the 6th house, and so I like to tear things apart and look at them in all kinds of different ways, which is why this channel just works for me. All right, Scorpio. Hermit. So Taurus and Aries also had the Hermit coming out. Ace of Swords. Somebody else in the earlier signs got that as well. Knight of Pentacles. Emperor. And Temperance. Really powerful energy. Look at that. 3 out of 5 are major arcana. Hermit is all about going up to the mountaintop and gaining spiritual wisdom, understanding how things work, but doing so on your own, figuring things out. It's a card of Virgo. It's a card of figuring things out and coming to some conclusions of how things work, and then coming down from that mountaintop and sharing the light with everyone else. Ace of Swords. Cutting out what doesn't belong and focus on the thing that you know does. It is mental focus on one thing, one sword. Everything else goes away, and one sword. So it is cutting out the stuff that no longer serves you and really focusing on the one idea, the one spark in your mind that is going to build into something important and that is going to be foundational for you. And I think it's foundational because the Knight of Pentacles is about establishing financial foundations. Slow and steady wins the race, but he's not on his horse. He's not doing it very fast, but he is planting seeds, and he is planting a strong financial future. I think that's leading into Emperor energy for you, where you are in control of every aspect of your life, on top of the world. You know how to play the game. Nothing can knock you off of the planet type of energy. The emperor of your own life, where you are more in control. And as a Scorpio, I know you love that. So this is going to put you in a position of power with spiritual knowledge, with mental sharpness, with financial foundation. And I think that's going to allow you to alchemize any situation because you got the Temperance card. And Temperance is about patience, which you're going to need with the Knight of Pentacles. He takes some time. But it's also about alchemy, turning water into wine, base metal into gold, turning negatives into positives, seeing all aspects of your life as a way that just propels you forward into being that emperor of your life. I think you are coming into your own, Scorpio. You are coming into Emperor energy where you are the authority in your life and you set the rules. I know you love that. You guys have been through it. With my readings, at least, there have been some hard energies over the past few months. I feel like you kind of came out of it in July. And I think this basket is setting you up to receive insight, to receive wisdom, and to receive pentacles, and to take all of that and transmute pretty much anything. You're getting the flexible card, and I feel like with Temperance, you are completely flexible. The Emperor is not flexible. He's like, this is my way, and therefore this is the highway, and there is no other way. Flexible, though, is Temperance. Temperance is, oh, that's how we were going to see that thing? Nah, I'm going to make it into this. You're going to turn everything into a positive. And I think you're going to be able to just work with whatever is showing up in your life and turn it into gold that works for you. I think that flexibility of being able to see everything as something that serves you, I think it's coming from your wisdom and your mental focus, where that's just driving you into Temperance energy, where you're just alchemizing everything. Of course, be patient with the Knight of Pentacles. He's a wonderful card, but he takes a while. All right, let's go into Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you guys, I always get good readings for you. We never have a bad Sagittarius reading, ever. Watch it change now. Just kidding. This is the Barbault's basket. We are looking at how this is changing us. What gifts is it bringing to us? What challenges is it bringing to us? Because it's happening for humanity as a whole, but it's also happening sort of as a fractal for each collective. So the Sagittarius collective is getting affected in a certain way, and you individually are being affected in a certain way. I have Aquarius Sun, Venus, and Mercury, and my Pluto, the Pluto transit rather, is right over all of that. So that is being like superlatively activated. And it's happening very close to my Jupiter. And like my chart is being like majorly activated by all of this. And I have a 3-degree, I think it's 3 degrees. Yeah, it's 3 degrees Pisces moon. And all of this stuff is happening at 4 degrees, but it's in fire signs, you guys. So you guys are getting triggered. You guys are getting activated. You guys are getting into receptive mode for something. Something big is happening for all of you. And if you've got 4-degree anything, you're getting activated. So fire signs especially, but I mean, if anybody's got anything around 4 degrees, then it's like, hello, welcome to your new life. And every single one of the signs, and you guys are what, number 9? All of them have had some kind of major change. So let's see what's going on for you. 7 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, and 10 of Cups. Wow. So 3 out of 5 are Pentacles. We got some Wands energy and some Cups energy. 7 of Pentacles, he's building something. He's got some good foundation with the roots, right? He's putting all of his energy and attention into the roots. But he's like looking at the results and saying, you've got big roots, plant. Are you going to grow? Wondering whether his work has been worth it. I always think that anything we do is worth it. Do not abandon it. Sell it if you don't want to do it anymore and you're like, I'm not getting the kind of results I want from this. I'm going to sell this. Like, there's value here. There's 7 pentacles under the ground there. You could dig all of them up and look at them, but it might affect how the plant's growing, right? You just have to trust that what you've done has value. There's value there. There's a strong foundation. So what you have created has value, but you're wondering whether or not you want to keep doing it because you're not sure if it's going to pay off. And then you get the payoff, Ace of Pentacles. Now, does that mean that's worth it? Or is this just a gift coming in from elsewhere? Is this coming in because you sold that? Only you'll know. But there's money coming in, money coming from somewhere, a gift of money. You've got your hands open and there's money coming into it. One big giant pentacle. Could be a windfall, could be a gift from a family member. There's money coming from somewhere. Could be from the sale of the Seven of Pentacles business. Only you will know, but the money's coming. I love it. And you are getting busy with the money. This is a card of juggling things. There's one etheric one and one that's very tangible, and she's juggling those things. It's getting busy with the money. It is the progression from here to here. So you could be getting a gift of money, and then now it's like, okay, well, which investments do I go into with this? I feel like you're establishing a foundation here. You're evaluating the work you've been doing, establishing a new foundation, because Ace of Pentacles is new stuff, and then working it and making things happen with it. You've got the chaos and competition card coming out next with the Five of Wands. I think you're going to figure this out, though. You have such strong energy with the rest of this reading. I don't feel like this is a negative at all. This could be just competitive, where you're going, I kind of feel like playing the game of like investing is competitive in some ways, because you have to investigate. If you, let's say you're investing in stock A, you have to figure out what the competitors are doing to understand the whole marketplace in order to understand how stock A is going to perform. You can't just say, oh, I like the name Apple, and so therefore I'm going to invest in it. No, you look at what Apple is doing, and you look at the iPhone and say, oh my gosh, this is an amazing phone, and it's blowing the BlackBerry out of the water, and I love the MacBook Air, and I love the products, and so it's like investigating the competition is going to be the key that's going to make this grow. And what are we growing it into? Something that's going to make you feel really good. 10 of Cups, happy home, happy family, fortune after difficulty, cups flying all over the place. And cups are things that make you feel really, really good. And then your job is to bring those down to reality and maybe transform the 10 of Cups into the 10 of Pentacles, where it's generational wealth. And I think the competition and understanding the competition and understanding the market of what's going on out in this crazy world we call capitalism with your investments, understanding how that turns into your ultimate happiness. I kind of like this. I like this a lot, Sagittarius. I love what's happening here for you. You know, if this is not making you happy anymore, selling it is not a big deal. Just sell it to someone else. If it's not turning into what you want, you sell it, you buy something else. Make sure you understand the competition, and it's going to work out splendidly for you. All right, let's pull Wisdom of the Oracle, and you are getting new life. And new life, I mean, honestly, I'm just going to show you those right there. Look at 10 of Cups and new life. That looks beautiful. I think this basket is a basket o' plenty for you, because I see money all over the place. I see investigating some competition, and I see happiness, and I see new life. What more can I offer you, Sagittarius? You know, whenever you show up to my channel, you're going to get an inspiring message, maybe a little guidance, but you are going to get something that's going to make you feel good. Thanks for being here. I love you guys. Let's go into Capricorn and pull Capricorn's energy. We will see what is going on with the Barbault's basket. This is happening right now as I'm posting this video on the 18th of July. But this is not just a day. This is wide-ranging restructuring of an impact for humanity, as well as for each of us as fractals of the all, as well as the collective. So we are looking at Capricorn collective. How is this affecting you? So definitely check your sun, moon, your rising, and vibe with what feels right for you. For me, it was my sun sign, but we will see what is coming out for you. Emperor energy, beautiful. 3 of Pentacles, very beautiful. 4 of Pentacles, good. The Devil, and the 10 of Swords. Wow. Some strong energy for you, Capricorn. Emperor energy. Emperor energy on top of the world, plays the game. Nobody can knock him off his throne. He's the king of kings. Very authoritative. You set the rules. You say how things are going to go. And you are the boss. More boss energy with the Three of Pentacles. This is working with other people to do something, but there's one guy who's above everybody else, and he's calling the shots. This is leadership. It is successfully working with other people, bringing something to life. Four of Pentacles is, I think in this, it's good boundaries for you. Or it could be you being a miser and being overprotective of your money and not wanting to invest. But I feel like you're in a position of strength with this reading, so I feel like you are protecting what is yours. I feel like this is good boundaries, especially when you're working with other people. Very important to be in your Emperor energy and say, you do this, I do that, and that person does this, and you're not the one who's doing all of the work. You're the boss, and you're making sure everybody's inspired to do their best and that everybody is contributing equally. So I feel like this is good boundaries. Could be the miser card. You're going to have to take it as it resonates because you know your life better than me. But I feel like this is all about your work and you becoming a leader. Got the Devil card coming out next. Not exactly my favorite card because it is a card of being bound to something, being attached to something. But it is also in the major arcana a card of Capricorn. So it is you showing up in your power, in your own reading. I kind of wish you guys had a different card, honestly, because I don't like this card. And my husband is a Capricorn. And so I'm like, but why is it your card? It's your card because you guys are very, very structured. And this guy sets up structures that can be very limiting at times. But you guys set up structures. You are the builders. You are the mountain goats who go to the top of the mountains. You reach heights that no one else can reach. You showing up in your reading is you in your power. With the Emperor there, I can't interpret this as you having any kind of restrictions on you. I'm interpreting it with the Emperor as you being in your power. And I think you are leaving some hard things behind, some disappointing things. It could be a work situation where you're feeling like I'm not getting enough, but there's some kind of change happening for you where you're leaving something disappointing behind. The Ten of Swords, she's leaving. She is done. This is dead, done, and over with. And it wasn't like a, oh my gosh, I'm so glad we achieved this thing. It's more like a looking back at it. That was a lot. That was a lot. But I feel like you are coming back into your power because you're claiming your power. You're setting good boundaries of this is what I am. This is who I am. And you're kind of staking your claim and standing your ground is what I feel like this is all about for you. And it's causing you to move on. A situation is done with, but you are in your power. So I feel like this is an extremely powerful place for you to be. You are in a position of leadership in your life. And I think whatever you're moving into, it's going to serve you because you're coming up. I feel like the Emperor looking over at the Devil is like you being the Emperor, being the Capricornian Emperor. I feel like this is really, really, really positive for you. And the card from the Oracle you are getting is Treasure Island. This is, I always feel like this is like, it's money coming in, it's financial stuff coming in, which of course, if you do have money coming in, you want to protect it. Four of Pentacles energy. We want to protect what we have, but we also want to make more. But this to me is like money coming in, and it's surprising money because it's a treasure. Treasures are things that you find. They're not things that you planned for. So I feel like money is coming into you. And maybe you're getting a gift of money, and that's causing you to say, you know what? I have done all that I can at this job, and it's time for me to retire. But there's some kind of like freedom and coming back to self that is happening here for you. I think this is exceptional energy, really, really positive for you, Capricorn. I think you're coming back to who you are, to why you came to this planet, to why you incarnated here. I feel like that's super, super positive. So let's move on to our good friends Aquarius and see what your energy is with this Barbault basket. Of course, as I've mentioned, this is affecting Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius as well. I have an Aquarius Sun, Venus, and Mercury, and Pluto, from the Western standpoint, is sitting in that energy. So we are going through major transformations. And we've got Jupiter opposing all of that. But an opposition doesn't mean like it's just you need to find the balance. It's kind of like, I always think about an opposition in astrology as a barbell. If you're holding one side of the barbell too much, the other side gets heavier. If you hold it in the middle, there's balance and everything is easy. And then the energy kind of works together to provide the weight that you're lifting. But if you go too much into Jupiter because, I don't like Pluto, you go too much in Jupiter, Pluto starts screaming at you. You have to find the middle ground with an opposition. And if you find that balance, then it serves you. It's a beautiful aspect if you find that middle ground. But if you give too much attention to either side, it becomes a challenge. The other side starts screaming at you. That is from decades of astrological experience. I started learning astrology when I was a teenager. My mother sent me to an astrologer because I was being a brat, and she had this friend who was an astrologer. So this astrologer sat me down and said, oh, well, here's all the problems you got in your life. And I didn't like the answers. So being the Aquarian that I am, I decided to learn astrology myself to find out how she was wrong or alternative interpretations. So, awesome. We have adventure with the Three of Wands, and then we have the Knight of Cups. We have new love, somebody who loves us coming in, and we have the Page of Cups coming in, a message that makes you feel really good. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, gosh. I just love, oh, my gosh. Oh, it is good to be an Aquarian today. I love this so, so, so much. I claim this. If you claim it, write it down in the comments. You got to put it into words, or just, if you don't want to write in the comments, just speak it aloud. I claim this if you like this. Okay, Three of Wands. Three of Wands is starting a new adventure, but she's still on the shore. She's just out looking at the ocean, and she's like, yeah, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. It's kind of poised for excitement, poised for a new adventure. It's often called my ships are coming in. I think, I don't know about you, I've had some rough times. And I really have this sense of like that part of my life is ending, and I feel like I'm being drawn forward. And I feel like this is a card of being drawn forward into the next adventurous phase of your life. I feel like that's beautiful. And you've got someone around you who really, really loves you, the Knight of Cups. Roses, white horse, knight in shining armor, somebody who's watching what you've been doing and wants to help you, wants to support you, and wants to be there with you because they're excited with what you're doing. This is a new adventure. This could be the new adventure of a new relationship. There's a message coming with the Barbault's basket that's going to make you feel really good, and it's a message that you did not expect. And what's that going to lead to? Queen of Pentacles. Sitting in your forest, looking out at the trees and realizing it all belongs to you, finding your happiness, finding your stability, finding your peace. No more worries about money, no more thinking about money really, even because it's just there. You have everything that you could ever want and need. And it gets better. Look at this beautiful woman, the Empress. This is like the queen of all the queens. Empress is magic. She goes into her garden and she thinks, I think I would like flowers over there. And they just somehow magically grow, and the rain comes and gives them water, and everything just happens magically for her. She's birthing a whole new life. Birthing a new life that's adventurous, has support, has lovely messages that tell you how amazing you are, that make you feel stable. This is what Barbault's basket is trying to give you. I claim it. I love it. Whenever the Empress shows up, I'm just like, oh, thank you for showing up. I love you. And it's just beautiful. Could be a new baby coming in. This could be marriage. This could be the proposal, Page of Cups. This often comes as a proposal. Will you marry me type of thing, and makes you feel like you're the queen of the forest, and then a baby's coming. That could happen. A whole new adventure of marriage for you. That could be it. I'm beyond that, so I don't claim it in that way, but I could read it that way, that you could be having, that this Barbault's basket is bringing you a really, really happy relationship. and a very balanced one. Oh, I'm going to pull 2 for you because you're Aquarius and I'm Aquarius, and I'm pulling 2, and I looked at both of them. So that means they're in my energy. You're getting new life, and to be fair. So if this is a new relationship, it is a balanced relationship. It is a win-win for both people, and new life has to come out because the Empress is there and she's birthing a new life, and you're getting new life. So, ta-da! Congratulations, Aquarius. Not the only awesome reading, so check your sun, moon, and rising, because there were some other ones that were exceptional as well. Now we're going into Pisces. Oh, to be an Aquarius. Isn't it wonderful? I love being an Aquarius. I love Aquarius energy. I love it a lot. It is, I honestly believe, the more I have worked with astrology, I honestly believe that Aquarius is where Mercury is exalted. It can't be exalted in Virgo because Virgo is ruled by it. So the rules are just, but I have that Mercury in Aquarius, and honestly, I love my brain. Sometimes it likes to run away with things, but it is good to be in Aquarius. All right, let's go into Pisces now. Pisces. Too many falling out. Not even fun to look at. Pisces, I am one of you because my moon is in Pisces, and my moon is slightly being activated by the Barbault basket, but I want to see how the Pisces collective is being aspected and being affected by this once-in-a-lifetime human experience shift. It is affecting the Pisces collective in a certain way. It is affecting you in a certain way. So if this is your reading, you will know. Check your sun, check your moon, check your rising, because, you know, you are an amalgamation of many different energies. You are not just Pisces. And if you don't know where your sun or your moon are, or your rising sign, then there are plenty of software chart providers out there that can help you figure all of that out. And if you need a Vedic chart, I've got that software. You can write to me. I'm more than happy to help. All right, let's see what you've got. 10 of Cups. I'll take it. I will take it. That is beautiful energy. 9 of Pentacles, more beautiful energy. Magician, more beautiful energy. Temperance. Oh my gosh. Sometimes being a Pisces moon drives me insane because I just feel things way too deeply. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, Pisces. I love this for you so much. 10 of Cups. Claim it. Right down below. I claim it, or speak it out loud. I claim happy home, happy family, fortune after difficulty. And I know you have been through it. Neptune, Saturn, all those planets in the springtime, just kind of like a dump truck running over all of us. Claim this. It is time for you to have your fortune after difficulty. And this isn't just like fortune after difficulty from last week. This is fortune after difficulty after a decade. This is fortune after difficulty. This is the next chapter of your life that is being rewritten by this basket. And your next chapter is going to be the story of victory over whatever has happened before. And it's going to leave you feeling financially independent, financially secure, maybe wanting that 10th pentacle. But hey, 9 pentacles is really great. This is a card of Virgo, which is your opposite sign. This is a card of feeling like everything supports you. You have more than enough. You like to play with your pentacles and count your money because there's money there to be counted. That kind of experience. You're financially independent. This is really wonderful. I've heard somebody call this pre-Empress energy. So this is like you're almost to having it all and being in a magical place. So there's magic associated with this. Absolutely beautiful. You know, it feels like harvest energy too. I mean, if you look up at the top of the card, there's, you know, the bird and the pentacles, but there's all these plants like hanging upside down of a harvest. So it's like collecting. Is that a wheelbarrow back there with the pentacle in it too? It's collecting a harvest, like you're collecting something. I think it's because of your wonderful manifestation capabilities as the magician. Magician uses everything that he has in order to create what he wants. He just needs to focus on what he wants. Maybe that 10th pentacle. That could be fun for you. It's always good to operate from a position of power. You also have Temperance, which is a card of patience, but also a card of alchemy. And coming up next in the Magician, I'm going to call it alchemy. This is you transmuting everything that you've gone through and turning it into a positive. Base metal into gold, water into wine, bad things into good things, challenges into triumph. That's you. This is your energy as you're going into this basket. Oh, look what I found. I found the Ace of Pentacles. That's 10. Count. 9 plus 1. Maybe we are going to have it all. Maybe we've got a lot, and we've got fortune after difficulty, and we've got some magical energy. And just like here with the 9 of Pentacles, it would be nice to have an extra pentacle. And then at the end of the reading, what do you got? That extra pentacle, which means a gift that lets you know you have it all, because we're adding it to our 9. And we're going to the 10 of Pentacles of having it all, generational wealth, being able to leave a legacy. Claim it. It's yours, Pisces. You deserve it. You've been through so much. You have been through so much. So many challenges, and look at how you've navigated it. Look where you are now. Look how strong you are. I think your magical, intuitive abilities have been key for you to come to this. And you're getting a card I have not seen in a very long time. You are getting the Peace card. Peace. I feel like you've earned it. I think this is going to bring you some bounty that's going to just give your mind a rest, give your heart a rest with the 10 of Cups. It's really interesting because the 10 of Cups, we hear all the time, 10 of Cups, they're flying above their heads, and their job is to bring them down into reality and make them tangible. It's good feelings, but bring them down so that they're experiencing them in their reality. And then we go into Pentacle energy and magic. So I feel like if you claim the fact that you're having fortune after difficulty, really claim that and really own it, put your magical energy towards it, you create your 10 of Pentacles of having it all and create peace. I feel like this is just opening up a new chapter of your life that's going to bring you so much happiness, so much peace, and make you feel so much better about your life. Thanks for being here, Pisces, and to everybody else who may have listened to the whole thing while you're cooking dinner like I always do. Thank you so much for being here. I love doing these readings for you. Subscribe to the channel. I will do more of these. I'm doing a full moon reading next, and then I'm working on the August ones, and we have eclipses in August, so I'm really going to focus in on those eclipses and see what they're going to bring for us, because eclipses are always change, and we're kind of getting into eclipse energy as we get into even the last week of July is going to bring in some eclipse energy. So with this big gift of a bountiful basket coming in for us, and then eclipse energy to clear out the things we no longer need, it's like a whole new life for all of us. We will see you in the next video. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks for being here.